In the dorms.
Stretching. Morning, everyone.
Morning, Uraraka.
Good morning, Ochako-chan. Karo. Morning, Uraraka. Greetings. How are you on this fine morning? Rubs her eyes. Okay for the most part. I'm just not fully awake yet.
Want some tea to help you wake up?
That would be nice. Thank you, Deku-kun. Hands me Doria a box of tea. I recommend this for a morning pick-me-up.
Huh? Irish breakfast, sounds interesting.
Could you make some for me too?
Sure. You want some too, Sue? Yaoyorozu?
Sure. Karo. I'll get things set up for us then.
While Momo got the dining room table set up, Izuku was starting to fill a teapot.
Sits at the table. Thanks, guys. I really pops into existence on the table. Flopping around trying to breathe. Deku-kun, get me a bowl of water right now.
I'm working on the tea, but if you...
Forget the tea. There's an AU that's a fish dying on the table.
What?
Flopping on the table and looking around. Good God, it's really Uraraka as a fish. Surprised she's seeing her friend as a fish. Wondering Sue face. Do you think she'll need fresh water or salt? Panicking Uraraka face. I hadn't thought of that. Telepathically yells out. Fresh water, fresh water. Shocked by what they just heard faces. Well, that answers that question.
Runs into the room with a pot of water. Scoops up the fish AU and places her inside. There. Crisis averted.
Thank you, green creature.
It's no problem, I was. Did you just psychically talk to me?
Yep. Psychic fish AU. Well, I don't know how it could get any stranger at this point.
Kaminari and Kirishima came walking down looking super tired. What's all the noise about? Yawning because he was woken up. And why are you all staring at a pot?
Well, an AU showed up.
Wondering why he's not seeing the AU. What? Where?
Begins psychically controlling the water and making it float. Hello?
Ah. Fish AU, now I understand why there was panic.
Can someone explain how I got here?
Oh. Can I explain this time?
Shrugs. Sure.
After some explanations.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So when will I be able to go home? A few hours. It's always rather hard to tell. Okay. Thank you. Walks into the room with some teacups. I hope you don't mind if we call you Fish Ra. You would be the 5th AU we have met at this point. Swims around a little while telekinetically moving the water. I don't mind. But would you mind telling me what kind of creatures you are?
Humans.
Humans? Humans.
Fish Ra started flying around in the air, trying to get away from the group but finding herself trapped in the dorms.
Turns to them as she backs herself into a corner of the ceiling. Stay back. If you make any sudden moves, I'll pop you head with my psychic powers. Well, that's not very nice. Karo.
What is with these AUs? All we ever want to do is talk with them. Thinking Kirishima face.
I don't know. At this point I just want to see an AU that doesn't cause a scene. Awkward feeling Uraraka. Fish Ra, why are you so scared of humans? Why wouldn't I be? You beasts are my predators. You literally eat my kind. While I can't deny those points, we also saved your life. Do you really think we would go to the trouble of doing that, just to turn around and eat you? Maybe you just want to keep me fresh. Puts her arm around Uraraka. You do realize that would be no different than eating Uraraka here, right? Looking at Mina like she went mad. Excuse me? Shrugs. What? She's your AU. Meaning that eating her would basically emotionally be the same.
Mina, even by my standards, that was a stretch in logic.
I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you definitely could have phrased it better. So, you really aren't going to eat me?
Nope.
Gingerly floats down. Wow. I didn't think your species was capable of rational conversation.
Well, maybe not in your world. But in this one, quite a few people are able to hold rational conversations.
Not all of them, unfortunately, but still. So what's the fish community like? No clue, our fish aren't psychic. So yeah. Oh, okay. I guess. I sense disappointment. Is there anything we can do to help you feel more comfortable? It's a long shot, but maybe there's a fish you can try too, I don't know. Mentally connect with at a nearby aquarium.
Do you really think that's a good idea? Yeah, wouldn't an aquarium look more like a prison to fish rah-rah?
What is an aquarium?
It's a large building designed to contain a lot of fish, and other oceanic wildlife, for the purposes of education and viewing.
So you cram a bunch of fish into one building, and hope they get along, just so you can watch them? Wincing. Well, when you put it like that, it sounds horrible. They have plenty of space and aren't just being crammed in there. Mentally sighs. Really, it's no different than a school at that point. Falls on the floor and starts laughing. Oh, my sides hurt. Oh, that was too good. Having trouble breathing because of her laughter. Giggling. I must admit that was rather funny.
Wait, do you mean schools as in a group of fish, or schools as in buildings made for educating kids?
Why the heck would a group of fish be called a school? That feels insulting.
Holding his stomach and laughing. I'm sorry, but this is hilarious. It was an honest question.
Shaking her head, yet still amused. Maybe we should just head out before we offend fish rah-rah anymore. Yes, please.
A couple hours later at a nearby aquarium.
Any luck so far? Unfortunately, no. Even attempting to peer into their minds gets me nothing but the most basic instincts. Well, we tried at least. Sorry. It's not your fault they are not as evolved. Thank you for trying at least.
Hey, whatever we can do to make you feel more comfortable. Right?
Yes. Mind if we ask you a few things about your world? Thinks about it for a few seconds. I guess not. What are schools like where you're from? They're mostly just coral buildings that we go to, and are told what to do. Nothing much to them really. If anything, we mostly go to practice and make use of our psychic abilities. And to make friends.
Smiles. Can you tell us about your friends?
There's Jessica, she's fun to be around, a little ditzy but well-meaning and cheerful always. And Jin. He's nice and cute. Oh. Sounds like you like this Jin guy. Smiling at fish rah-rah. Maybe. Very obviously blushing and embarrassed. Am I really that obvious? Hoping to not get a yes.
More actually. Sorry, you're Uraraka, but yeah, he's right.
I do not wish to lie to you. So fish rah-rah. Anything else you want to tell us? Well, as far as I'm aware, there's not much to say. It's mostly just survive with whatever friends and family you have. Well, that's understandable. Caro. Well, I think it's about time we head back to the dorms and relax. That sound good to everyone?
Everyone nods and they all go back to the dorms. It was nice to meet you, fish rah-rah.
Yeah, same. But why pops out of existence?
Everyone watched as the ball of water that had been floating only a moment ago splashes onto the floor.
Midoriya?
Yes.
How did you know fish rah-rah was about to disappear?
Shrugs. I didn't. I was about to go back to my dorm room and do some homework.
That's one heck of a coincidence. Looking at Midoriya with suspicion.
Hey. I'm gonna go now, have fun. After a little while everyone left to go to their rooms. In Izuku's room. Okay, looks like theory 1 is correct. Now I just have to wait and see if my other two are right. The end of part 5.